Hello Factory fans, in the last episode we powered up with nuclear energy, automated our defenses and completed our test flight to Fulgora. Now we're ready to make our first planetary touchdown, but it's rougher than we hoped. To make this work, we'll need to ramp up production using beacon-powered Assembler 3 builds to create a sustainable interplanetary logistics network. Let's dive in and get this setup underway. Now with our unmanned test flight completed, we know exactly what we need to get to Fulgora and back, right? So if we go to our station power, we can have this constantly requesting 300 rounds of uranium ammo. And whenever we have 300 rounds of uranium ammo, we know we can make it to Fulgora and back without any damage to our base. We're going to have this going basically until I can get a constant supply of uranium. So I'm just going to temporarily put a requester chest here. I haven't even set up logistics for requester chests. Give me a second. There we go, requester chests. So I'm gonna get requester chests and I'm gonna request uranium ammo to here from our buffer chest over there. So that way temporarily while I set this up, we can get the uranium ammo going. But there is, I definitely have to get a better setup for this because that one uranium ammo factory up there is definitely not going to be enough to produce what I need. So yeah. Alright, here's my requester chests. If I set that up, the logistics bots should come and handle the rest for me. Let me just see if this is all covered in the logistics network, right? Yeah, cool. Don't want this anymore. I want these blue chests. Oops. Alright, let's chuck a requester chest here. We'll get it requesting 300 all the time, I guess, would be a good number to start with. Yeah, I'll go with 300 uranium ammo, and it says unfulfilled requests. I can't fulfill this because it's red. Let's go figure out why. This is a buffer chest. Oh, I needed to click the button that's like grabbed from buffer chests, didn't I? Yeah, I just had to make sure it requested from buffer chests. Sorry, bear with me while I relearn Factorio mechanics. While I'm here, I'm just gonna... Oh, we're getting new attacks from this side now. What the heck? Holy moly. They're getting whomped here. Yeah, we got bots coming to save them, but no, that's not good. Let me just put another row of stuff down. Remember, wherever we're getting attacked, we need to like double up the lasers because the normal wall of lasers isn't actually enough to kill any bots, any biters. But that's fine. All right, so the next logical step is to get uranium ammo supplying faster. So I think it's high time we went up north and cleaned up our uranium setup. At the moment, we had a very temporary one just to get uranium power going, but obviously this does not adhere to our city block design. So we need to go and gut all this out and instead have this producing somewhere else. That makes a lot more sense. Now, I'm inclined to just do it right here because one, it's right next to our nuclear power station and we can get like a row of nuclear power stations going like, I don't know, this way or something. I feel like just intuitively, this is the best block to do it in. So I'm going to set up my uranium processing to be here. And we're going to do all uranium related processing there, including turning the uranium into the ores, doing the Covarex enrichment process, as well as feeding out the uranium for maybe things like uranium bullets and all that fun stuff. So give me some time. I'm going to quickly go and set this up and I will be back when it's done. Now it took a bit of doing, but I've completely cleared the area for our new city block dedicated to uranium processing. Let's just put a little map marker on here to denote that. We haven't done map markers for a really long time now. So this is going to be all things uranium right here. Now we need to get this process over to the other side. Let me figure out how I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Now I wanted it to be reasonably consistent with my other smelting blocks because this is a smelting block. So I've just done my uranium smelting vertically this way. Moved it up a bit to maximize the space in a block. And that should get us uranium and enriched uranium coming out this way. Excellent. Next, I've just reset up my Covarex enrichment process. So it's grabbing the processed unenriched uranium from here, feeding it into here with all its enriched uranium system that we did before. Nothing major has changed. But ultimately what's being output on this side is going to be regular uranium and enriched uranium. Great. So we'll carry on with the enrichment process. Now we're going to turn that into fuel cells. Oh yeah, I still didn't really solve this land bridge problem that we have over here. They keep coming. I'm just going to quickly go over there and destroy that land bridge. Actually, do I even need to go over there to do that? Can I not just deconstruct all of this and then no one should ever come over this side ever again? The next step in the process is obviously this iron plate feed. So I've just rerouted the feed that used to go from here back over here now to now produce this steadily. So we can get that all going out into, we can do bot delivery, so it saves us having to belt it over. We'll just get that outputting into a active supplier chest, which we have here. And that should just actively supply this into our logistics network. And we don't need to set any limits on there. We can have a full chest full of fuel if we want to. That's perfectly fine. I also want to route my enriched uranium into this box that comes out, so we'll do that as well. Oh, somebody's getting wrecked. Oh man, some aliens got in. God damn it. Go sort them out. Somehow they got in before I managed to decommission that land bridge. Going to decommission that old base has been just such an annoying process. Why did they make it easy to just destroy stuff? I should be able to like just destroy things in Factorio like without having to do anything. But anyway, they should rebuild themselves. It should be perfectly fine. I'm just going to go here and manually deconstruct this land bridge because I told my bots to do it, but obviously they're too incompetent to get that job done. Can't I decommission the landfill? There we go. Yeah, just give it to me. Why? Oh my god, it's so annoying. Alright, I think that should be enough of a decommission to do it, right? Obviously, I think there's no logistics there to actually automatically get that done, so I did have to come here and do it myself. But with that land bridge decommissioned, all those biters that are coming there should be gone. I thought it'd be fine with that train there blocking it, but obviously it's not. Now I'm going to set my logistics chest up over here for uranium. That way any excess uranium can be dealt with over here. So I'm going to put that in there, and that can just get like 1 billion uranium. That's fine. And it can also just request the enriched uranium too, because once the enriched uranium goes in this chest, it'll know where to go, right? So now if I just do like that and that, my bots should know where to take that, and then that will get that supplying perfectly fine. Great. Can decommission the rest of this. This is where all the damn uranium was. So let's chuck all that in there. Get another one going. We've got a bunch of uranium to deal with. Alright, that should be good. Now I can decommission the rest of this stuff. Just make sure I don't hit anything else on the way. This is all just uranium stuff, right? So this is the main uranium feed back into my hub at the moment. So I'm going to just leave that one. Let me decommission this iron belt. Make sure I don't break anything else. Great, that's done. Got to make sure we clean up after our mess once we're done. What is this stuff? I don't know. I don't care. Alright, cool. So we've got everything done. Now we've got uranium out. Now we can start doing our stuff like uranium ammo. Now the whole process for uranium ammo, I believe, is pretty straightforward. We only need... Oh, we do need copper. Why do we need copper? Because piercing magazines require copper plate. Alright, so we need to get a belt of copper and steel. I've already got iron plate, so we can use the iron plate here to produce yellow ammo. And then I can build out the rest. Alright, let me figure out a build for this and I'll come back and talk about it. Now I try to do like a setup like this, but it's not really copy and pasteable because it's kind of 1 yellow goes into 3 red and then 3 red goes into 1 green. But the materials required is like super annoying. I tried to kind of like filter it through and get it doing it's kind of like the way red circuits work. But yeah, I don't think I like this. I'm going to separate all the 3 processes into 3 separate sections. This is too complicated. I want something that's very easy. I can just like copy and paste across multiple times when I need to. So I'm going to just fix that up. Alright, well here's the setup for now. It's I've built it like this so it's scalable. Basically we've got our yellow ammo being produced here with these plates, and then we've got a mix of copper and steel over here for our red ammo, and then that's all being fed down to produce our green ammo. Now obviously these cliffs are in the way because we don't have cliff explosives, but you can imagine I can do like half here, and then like a bit here. Either way, it's very easily scalable. I'll probably end up getting the yellow and the green together, like half and then the red going across here. If I need to expand the build, it's all doable now. But for now, we've got 2 more green ammo producers, so our green ammo supply should be a lot better now. It's going into an active, no, not a requested chest. I need to put it into a purple chest. Really need to start getting purple chests on me now. Where is purple chest? Logistics, purple chest. Yeah, I need to put it into a purple chest. So I'm going to go set up my purple chests as well, because I don't think I have them producing right now. Yeah, I just manually built one for now, because I don't really think I need that many purple chests. But anyway, they're going into an active supply chest now. So these green ammo will automatically go out, hopefully down to where our missiles are being launched. And they should supply a space platform. Speaking of which, let's go check it out. And look, it's got 300 plus ammo, so it's ready for another trip. And I think it's about high time we go on another trip. So let me empty out my inventory. We're going to go land on Fulgora and see what we actually need to do there, because I have absolutely no idea. Like, do we have a rocket that can get us back to orbit if I land there and come back down. What do I need to bring to Fulgora? What is even on Fulgora? I have no idea whatsoever. So I'm going to go there and check it out. If I die, I die, but I'm going to take off all my power armor and my weapons and stuff so that I don't have to like rebuild all this crap. All right, I'll be right back. Now with my inventory completely empty and our space station ready to go, it's time to do our very first flight to our new planet. Okay, we're gonna do some research while that's going. What else is there even to research? I'm just gonna research random stuff now because I don't think there's anything important to research anymore. Yeah, we're really running out of stuff to research. Steel plate production sounds more useful. All right, we'll let that keep going. And we are off, guys. We are off to our space station and we are going to be traveling to Fulgora for the very first time. I anticipate we're going to land on Fulgora with nothing on us and not enough stuff in our space station to build any sort of starter base. But we will go over there and see what the game even gives us to start off on a new planet. Is it literally nothing? Like, what do we need to build there? What are we trying to get out of Fulgora? I have no idea. We're gonna find out together. So we've got our uranium ammo. We're on our space station now. Hopefully this uranium ammo will carry us to Fulgora. I know we will because we've already done our test flight. So we're gonna get rid of Nauvis. We're gonna go to Fulgora and we are off. We've got a full tank of rocket fuel and oxidizer and we're ready to go. So we're not afraid of anything. Once we get to the halfway point, that's where all the asteroids will come, but our two lovely uranium gun turrets should take care of that. We'll be picking up plenty of asteroids along our flight. So yeah, let's just, that zoomed out too much. Let's just let that roll and yeah, I might just cut over to when we arrive or I'll cut over to the exciting bits. Alright, it looks like we have arrived at Fulgora. It doesn't seem like our spaceship had any problems whatsoever getting here. It destroyed all the asteroids along the way, and we still have plenty of uranium ammo to get back. There's plenty of asteroids for it to harvest here to continue to produce fuel and refuel these tanks. In the meantime, I think it's time for us to go to the planet. Now, how do I do that? I'm going to just delete this for now. How does one travel down to the planet? Like, I'm on the spaceship, right? That's me. So how do I go there? Drop to a planet. Choose a planet to drop to when space station power is in orbit over it. Okay, let's drop to the planet Fulgora. Okay, it's sending me to the planet. Bye, world. I have a feeling I'm just gonna die there, right? Because how the hell am I gonna... Oh, we got an achievement. Travel to the planet Fulgora. Touchdown. That's one small step. Oh man, where are we? We've arrived. Is this a rocket that sends me a lightning attractor? Lightning mechanics. Lightning rod protects a small area from lightning strikes, converts it into an electric network. Lightning is... Okay, so with accumulators and lightning collectors, I can collect the lightning from Fulgora and turn it into electricity. It doesn't sound like the most reliable form of electricity, but let's just take a quick walk around and see where we're at. What is this thing? Is this just gonna... Am I just gonna get lightning to death? Small Fulgoran ruin. Alright, so there's a bunch of ruins over here. It's got a bunch of materials for me, which is great and all. What are these materials? I'm gonna mine this. But yeah, as I expected, they didn't give us any sort of like space platform or anything to get back to my spaceship. So can I go back? There's no way for me to go back without a rocket silo, right? A rocket silo and all the materials to power that rocket silo. So I guess that's the first thing I need. I need like a rocket silo and stuff. Can we use this basic scrap to do anything? What is this? Rocket capacity 500. Let me just walk around before we die and see what is even around here. Oh, what am I doing? This is like mud. What are we doing on this planet? What's our goals here? Oh, lightning. Get away from me. I mean, that's cool and all that we're on Fulgora, but how do we get back? There's no materials here. There's like no minerals here to mine. Why do I want to be on this planet? I don't understand. What am I trying to get? Let me just look at my technology tree, right? Like, what's the next thing that we want to get? So we're obviously in space now. Heating tower generates heat from chemical fuels. Oh, is this like for space flight? That's cool. The heating tower requires what? Mine copper bacteria, entity copper stalamite. What the hell is copper stalamite? I don't know what any of these things are. Okay, So what minerals are here on Fulgora? I don't get it. I mean, it's a great achievement that we're here, but this planet looks completely empty. There's like nothing around here. What am I doing over here? All I've gotten is this thing, which is scrap. What does scrap do? What can I build with scrap? Ah, here we go. Scrap recycling. I can turn scrap into anything I want. It just becomes a random thing. What? That's so silly. What can it become? Can it become anything useful? There's a 1% chance that it becomes holmium ore, which is the only new thing here that I can't get anywhere else. That's cool. Small Fulgoran ruin. So Fulgoria is just ruins, and in the ruins we just get random ass materials, none of which we can use to build any sort of rocket platform to get out with. There doesn't look like there's like literally anything on this planet. Why do I want to be on this planet? I don't understand. Maybe I don't want to be on this planet first. Maybe I've gone to the wrong planet. This planet looks useless to me. What am I trying to get? Let's work backwards from what we're trying to get. I really want my Spidertron, right? And Spidertron requires all the sciences, which is great, and agricultural science pack. Now, what do we need for agricultural science pack? For agricultural science pack, we need this item called Bioflux. Craft 100 of Bioflux. Now, what the heck is Bioflux? Bioflux requires, it's an intermediary product, and it can heal you for stuff. Highly nutritious blend of Gleba crops. So I think we're not meant to be here, right? Is that what I'm hearing? We're meant to be somewhere else. Now, how do I die? How do I die and or get to my space platform? Can my space platform like recall me somehow? Can you send me something to like bring me back? Doesn't look like there's any buttons to bring me back off the space platform. So I'm happy to just die, but how do I do that? There's no like people or anything. What? I'm super confused. I mean, great that we've got a bunch of scrap, but I'm not going to sit here collecting scrap until I magically get to the materials for a... Okay, so yeah, okay. What? I'm super confused. I'm not going to sit here collecting scrap until I've got the materials I need to make bloody a rocket platform, because that's never going to happen, right? So what do I do? What do I do? How do I get back home? How do I die? Kill me. Kill me, lightning. I know loading up previous saves is a bit frowned upon, but yeah, I kind of loaded up my old save because, you know, I was stuck on the planet and there was no way for me to get out of the planet. So I didn't know what to do. I can't kill myself on Fulgora. So I've just loaded up the save from right before we left. And this time we're going to go again, but we're going to try to go to Gleba, because looking at the research tree before, it looks like whatever we need for the next stage of process is actually Gleba and probably not Fulgora. So I'm going to go to Gleba and we're going to repeat this exercise. And if we need to reload the save, then so be it, because I have no idea how to get back, right? Because what do I need to do? Do I need to send like a rocket silo over to Gleba and all of the materials to build a rocket, which is like so many materials? Or am I just going to be like stuck on Gleba for the foreseeable future until I can tech back up the rockets on the other planet to get back? I'm surprised they haven't given us any way to return back via the platform you came from. I feel like this whole Space Age expansion, it's not very intuitive. If there is a way for me to do certain things, it's definitely, I have no idea like how to do it. We're going to go to Gleba and we're going to see if it's possible to, like, if it's different on Gleba. Is there a way to get back? I know, like, from random little clips I've seen, the Gleba is the green alien world and there's actually life forms on there, right? So maybe I can just kill myself there, which will be easier. But at the moment, I don't really see how to do that on Fulgora. It says there's lightning strikes. I waited there for ages, but, you know, no lightning ever did anything to me. So, yeah, no idea what the game expects of me. Like, what are we supposed to do? Bring an entire space station with like 700 blue circuits and stuff to build rockets? Like, it doesn't sound reasonable, right? All the different planets seem to be roughly the same distance away, so we're all good. Again, we've arrived at Gleba. We've still got 2 full stacks of uranium ammo, so I'm not scared of big asteroids. Now I'm going to drop to the planet again and see what Gleba's all about. So let's go check it out. Off we go again, around 2. I apologize for reloading my save, but I had no idea how to get off Fulgora. Like, now we go to Gleba. I think Gleba will be fine because I can just kill myself here. I'm sure there were some life forms or aliens or something. And maybe once we're here, we can figure out what resources are available here. New tip agriculture. Ah, here we go. Now we've got a whole thing about agriculture. So we can build agricultural towers, letting us plant seeds, and the planted seeds can be harvested. So this Yamako tree can grow on natural Yamako soil and produces Yamako, which contains Yamako seed. Okay, so they kind of like self-sustaining seeds. Then it looks like we've got 4 different types of soil, 4 different types of seeds that can all be planted. Okay, that's excellent. And I assume this stuff is going to get us somehow to agricultural science pack, right? First, we need to get this bioflux stuff, and I still don't know how to get this bioflux stuff, but I assume the game will guide us. Highly nutritious blend of Gleba crop. It doesn't say where it's consumed, where it's produced. Is it something I can just pick up off the ground? These are spoilage, right? I don't want spoilage. If I run around, I can see aliens right up there, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of explorings and see what I can find. So all of this is just ground. Where is this farmland it was talking about? Is this all farmland? And where am I meant to get my first like seed from? Are there just seeds on the ground somewhere? This is a river or something? Can't really walk through there. Copper stalamite. This is a new material. Ah, here we go. We've got some thing for this thing got researched. Cool. We've got something out of this at least. So this weird copper ore. Yeah, it's got new copper ore from this planet. Cool. Let's keep running around and seeing what stuff is what. I need some seeds, right? If I want to start agriculture, this thing, we need to find whatever this thing is. Iron stalamite. Okay, we're going to look around for the iron stalamite. What is this stuff? Ah, here we go. We got a new resource. A Gleba tree that produces tasty Yamako fruit. That gives us 50 Yamako. And it's going to spoil, which is fine. Copper bacteria, which is also going to spoil. Everything on here spoils after time. I guess that's going to be a new mechanic, right? So that things just spoil. But how do I get the seed? Yamako fruit. Okay. Many learnings to be had. Look, a little alien. That thing's probably going to kill me, right? It's going to walk around until I find some iron stalamite, because that's the first building that we need to build, right? That agriculture thing. Ah, here we go. Iron stalamite. So getting that allows us technology Yamako researched. So because I've got that, effects. Ingredients 1 Yamako turns into 2 Yamako seeds and Yamako mash. Okay. What do I need to make this? Can be planted on Yamako soil. That's great. Mine entity Yamako tree. Okay, that's excellent and all. We've also got this thing now. So we can build... Wait, this is just agriculture, which allows us to build the agricultural tower, which requires some spoilage, electronic circuits, and steel plate. Great. And we can eat the spoilage. What? Sure. So that's given us Yamako, and then we've got biochambers. So there's a whole new tech tree and setup that we need to do over here, and I have no idea what we need to get that done, but we can come to this planet. I guess this is our first starting point. We need to figure out what we need to do on this planet, and then we need to travel back and forth, bringing all the materials from our main planet over to ensure that this planet is supplied, and then get a setup going for some sort of farmland. Okay, I see how it goes. Alright, well, I think it's time to die now and go back to our home planet, because I can't bring any of this stuff with me anyway, because I'm going to die. But I think the first thing that we need to establish is a way to travel back and forth from here and our other planets. So what, maybe nuclear power or any sort of power, maybe some solar panels just to get us started off. I have no idea. We will figure it out. But at the moment, I just need to go and find some aliens to kill me so I can go back to my home planet, because there's no way home at the moment. This will also be a good test on what do we do when we die on another planet. Do we respawn on this planet? Okay, I've been defeated. Respawn. You died, respawning in 8 seconds. I hope it doesn't respawn me back on this planet. I hope it respawns me back on Nauvis. No, it respawns you on this planet. What? How do I get back to Nauvis? So I'm stuck, like whatever planet I'm on, I'm just stuck here forever. What the heck? Oh man, that's so stupid. Alright, well, if that's the case, I don't want to keep save scumming. I mean, I know there is a way to sort this out, which is just sending my space platform power back and forth between the two planets. And I can remotely control everything on Nauvis, right? I can do whatever I need to do and send over the stuff I need to send over somehow. Oh man, this is gonna be complicated. So I need like a rocket silo. So I got a bunch of rocket silos. I need to send over a rocket silo. I need to calculate how many of these processing units make enough rocket parts to send over, bring all that back onto our freaking platform, load it up with ammo, send it back, drop it over back onto the new planet, and then I can bring myself over. Okay, that's fine. Alternatively, we know if this is the right planet, we can just live here forever and just start slowly bringing all the stuff over to me here, right? That's another option. We don't need to go back to Nauvis ever. We now live on Fulgora. I mean, we now live on Gleba, I guess. Let me figure out how to do all that and then we will get started. Alright, I suppose the first thing that we need to do is bring over some sort of a rocket landing platform so I can somehow get back home one day. Let's go to my space platform and see, before I send this back to Nauvis, what in here is remotely useful that I can send back to the planet. Maybe some solar panels, or might as well send these boilers and steam turbine down. I might be able to get some power going, perhaps. Is that going to create pollution though? I don't know. I don't need it on my space platform. What else here is useful? Let's send down all our pipes, belts, inserters while we're here so we can like build some stuff. Maybe like, can I like half my repair pack? How do I, oh no, I just sent all my repair packs. Yep, Muppet. Can I just send down 1 uranium ammo? Yep, okay, 1 uranium ammo, some gun turrets, some laser turrets. Sure, why not? Send some walls. I don't need any of this stuff on my space platform. Everything else is fine. Do I need more chemical plants? Let's just send some chemical plants. Why not? While we're here, it doesn't cost me anything to send stuff down to the planet. At least I have some basic infrastructure on the planet. Now, what else do I need to do? I need to send this back home to Nauvis. So let's go space station power. You're going back to Nauvis. Goodbye. Go get me some materials. Now, back on Nauvis, I need to set this up such that I can supply stuff to automatic requests from space platform. Automatically request supplies from local logistical network to fulfill requests for space platforms in orbit. Okay, that's excellent. Don't deliver this. Can I control my rocket platform? If I X that, will they get rid of that? All right, logistical trash slots. Maybe I have to request it from the space platform once it arrives. Let's just check this is fine. I assume I made it over fine. I should be able to make it back fine, right? With 86 ammo left. I'm halfway back home. Yep, I think we'll be fine. As long as we get past the halfway point, I think our space platform is perfectly capable of making it the rest of the way. Fuel-wise, we're okay. Once we get back there, we need to start sending some stuff up. So, how do I get my... Ooh, what is going on over here? What is this stuff? Oh, that's all my orbital drops. Let me go collect all my orbital drops. Like, at least I have some basic stuff, right? I can make everything else manually by hand. What do I need to make this? Steel plate and iron stick. I mean, I need power to do anything. So, like, I can set up, you know, like solar panels on the ground now. But they need power poles, which, can I make any power poles? That just needs wood and copper. How do I get copper? I have copper ore, didn't I? Oh, let me go get my body. I think I had some stuff on my body. I can't get my body, can I? Because it died in the middle of stuff. But what I can do is put this and some uranium ammo to maybe kill some of the stuff over there. I only got 100 uranium ammo, so I gotta be a little bit... Oh crap! I've angered the locals. Let's chuck some stuff in. Okay, the uranium ammo seems to explode them pretty quick, so maybe I can go get my corpse. Let me bring this up a little bit closer because there's a nest over here. This is a full-blown nest. I can't build on pink marsh. What? Where can I build then? Can't build on pink marsh. Okay, that exploded them. I'm gonna take one gun and see where I can build anything. Can't build anywhere here. I'm running out of ammo. Can't be wasting all this ammo. Where can I build that's like in range of this stuff? I don't have a gun. I can't do anything. Okay, maybe I can't do anything about this. I'm just gonna collect the stuff from my corpse. And then we're gonna go and I think our space platform should have arrived home. So I'm gonna try to do like space logistics stuff and see how I can do stuff. Because I still like, how do I control it so that it doesn't just launch rockets willy-nilly? I want to like do full rocket launches, right? Maybe I can't control that. What is happening? Why is this? What are you complaining about? You're not in a logistics zone? You're not in a logistics zone. You are in a logistics zone. We've been supplying automatic stuff for ages. Okay, let's turn off this auto supply thing. Okay, let's get rid of this. We don't want to keep just supplying. Well, we need to supply bullets, obviously, to get it over, but I don't want to just supply bullets. If I go to space platform power and I tell it, not only do I want this, I want a rocket silo. 10 tons. You can't even put a rocket silo into your space platform. How the hell am I meant to build a rocket silo on my new planet? What does a rocket silo even require? Processing units, electric engines? What? That's impossible. This can't be the way to do it. I'm doing it the dumbest way possible, right? Someone tell me I'm doing it the dumbest way possible. So what, I need to bring up the components for a rocket silo? Is that what you're telling me? What's the first components for a rocket silo? It weighs 10 tons. 200 1,000 steel plate. All right, let's see if it's feasible to get 1,000 steel plate onto my rocket thing. 1,000 steel plate. Give me 1,000 steel plate. No rocket silos accepting automatic requests from space platforms. All right. Let's go back to Nauvis and go automatic request. Now it's complaining about some logistical issue. But the rocket platform is totally within a logistics center, is it not? It's covered by logistics. Do I need to build like another drone port, like closer? Oh, and I keep pressing tab and it keeps going away. Why do you hate me, game? Okay, I need some power over here. Now it says logistically it's happy. I mean, that's great and all. Cool. It's just delivering it very slowly, but it's gonna need like a lot more stuff. Okay, I'm gonna just let it do its thing for a while, and we're gonna see if eventually it manages to deliver that steel. Oh, I don't even have steel going into a logistics thing, do I? I mean, I have some steel. I probably need to get the steel going into an actual logistics box, right? Because at the moment the steel is there, but it's not really going in. I need it to like go in like this. 1,000 steel. It's gonna take a while. Short. Everything's going as fast as it can go. What can I do on this planet? Like, can I set up infrastructure here to like mine all the stuff by itself? I mean, I can pick up some stuff, obviously. I can pick up like iron and stuff like that, and then what? Build my own smelters and smelt stuff and tech up to blue science from nothing. Like blue chips and stuff from nothing. Is that even possible? But there's no like resource patches to automatically mine and stuff. So how the hell am I meant to get basic resources going? I don't understand. All right, well, you know what? I found a source of like stone. So with stone, we can potentially produce our own steel, right? Because there's iron here. I mean, I can use my drones to go collect all of this stuff and it'd be a reasonable time, right? And I think there's water, so we can produce power or use solar panels. I think I might need some like accumulators over here. So I think instead of getting steel sent up, let me just get rid of this logistic request. Why don't instead I send up my drones? Can I send up roboports? Can I request like 10 roboports or something? I need my drone infrastructure over there. So in logistics, if I request like just like 2 roboports and like 50 I don't even need logistics drones. I just want like 50 construction robots. Then can I request also, oh man, this is so painful. I don't even have my power armor or anything. I should have come over with my armor, damn it. If I request power armor, will it be able to do it? Will it bring the power armor that already exists in my base? Man, I've screwed this up. If I take this power armor, will it take the power armor that already exists? It says it's red, it doesn't like it. Why is some stuff red? Let's go back to my Nauvis and see what the heck's going on. I mean, yes, it's out of rockets and stuff as well. It's out of blue circuits. It's completely dry on blue circuits. This is really silly. I feel like we have made a horrible mistake going to this planet, and now that we're stuck on this planet, like, you guys know, eventually I could just solve this problem myself, right? Like, I can expand all this infrastructure now. Like, is blue circuits producing at maximum speed? Not really. I've run out of green circuits. I need more green circuits. I need more everything. I want to just be back on this planet. I feel like this is going to be a complete waste of time. Like, obviously I can do everything remotely, right? And eventually, after maybe like another 20 hours of gameplay, I can somehow bring all the stuff to craft a space station over on the other base, and then eventually get myself off the damn planet. But that seems like a big headache, and I kind of want to just get off the planet now. So I'm gonna do a big no-no and just reload my save and get back to this planet, and then we'll go back to Gleba fully prepared and ready to colonize the planet. I find it really dumb that they've made it in such a way that there is just no way to get back. Like, I don't mind starting from scratch if there was a reasonable way for me to produce blue circuits here, right? And like steel, I could eventually farm my way up to 1,000 steel. What else do I need? Like concrete, but I need like electric engines and stuff. There's just, I'm not seeing a way I can easily get to the items I require for this on this planet, build a rocket silo, and then feed it all the required items to get back home. Like, I'm just not seeing it. I'm just like stuck on this planet forever. And which would be fine if I was ready for that and Nauvis is fully automated and I never have to do anything here. But Nauvis is not fully automated, and there's no way I can get it fully automated remotely. I need to be back here building stuff, right? I can't just live on Gleba forever. Can I live on Gleba forever? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Alright, you know what? I'm going to just reload the save. I'm sorry. I know save scumming is terrible, but it's just like I feel stuck. Either I'm missing something very obvious, but I feel very stuck. So I'm just gonna reload the save. Alright, so I've reloaded my save before we went to Fulgora and Gleba. I'm sorry I've had to do this. I know it's dishonorable or whatever, but yeah, I was stuck on Gleba. Like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, just not play the game for like the next 10 hours while I wait for this blue science to trickle in to load the 200 rockets I need to ship all the stuff I need to build rocket platforms on the new planet? I don't know. But anyway, we're back here. We know what we need to do now. We need to get our base into a state that can send tons and tons and tons of rockets into what could potentially turn out to be not just one space platform, but multiple optimized space platforms that's going to be carrying ingredients back and forth between planets. So yeah, like what really threw me off is that they let you go into outer space at Blue Science, right? And sure, you can go into outer space and make a space platform like that to slowly produce white science and whatnot, but it's kind of dumb. And why is also my white science just trickling? It's stuck. I've produced too much white science. Well, obviously I need some research. One sec, let me pick all my research. All right, anyway, what I was saying is the game kind of throws you a curveball because based on the technology tree, it sends you up into space and allows you to travel to another planet at Blue Science. But if you think about it, when you're at Blue Science, there is absolutely no way you have the infrastructure to keep a planet sustained properly, to be able to send blue chips back and forth to continuously create spaceships, to be able to transport goods you make on that new planet back and forth continuously. Even the infrastructure that I currently have in my base is not enough, not remotely enough. We need to get into like some sort of endgame state with blue belts and proper like a space program with more than one rocket silo on this planet to get continuous rocket shipments going. We need way more rocket fuel, we need way more polymers, blue circuits, everything, right? So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. And the first step on that massive undertaking is we need modules. We need modules and we need beacons because we need to start doing our endgame builds. We can't keep building crap like this. this has gotten us to where we are now, but it's not going to take us any further. We can't keep building stuff like this. We need proper beaconed builds to build in the quantity that we require for endgame. So we've got our 2 modules here. Why have they all stopped? I have too many modules here and I have too many modules here. Is that 1,000 modules? 300. That's 300 modules. Okay. I need another setup up the top to do my productivity modules, and then these modules themselves need to be converted into rank 2 modules. Obviously I can't do rank 3 modules, so they're gonna have to be rank 2 modules, unfortunately. And this is just gonna be right here, and it just barely fits, so we're gonna build that. Oh right, I have no stuff. Let me get all my stuff again. Let me go get my armor as well. Oh right, with all these modules done, let's go make our power armor Mark II before we get working on all this stuff. So we needed 100 of these, and we needed 100 of these, and then we can get working. This army of robots will sort this out. We'll need to change this to obviously produce the right modules, which is the red modules. The productivity modules are really important. They're going to be used in a lot of our stuff. This needs to check anything under 300. That's fine. This needs to be productivity modules, and you should be able to store 50k as well. Great. So we've got productivity modules now in our buffer chests. Now we need to get the rest of the stuff for Power Armor Mark II. We've worked really hard. I think we should treat ourselves with some new clothes. So it's definitely well deserved. Let's have a look at what else we need. So we've got the modules. We need some low density structures and electrical engine units, which I can get anywhere. Do we still have some in this box? Yep. You only need 30. Yep. Electric engine units and processing units. I need to get those processing units before they all disappear because I'm running out. Check it out, guys. We've got enough for Power Armor Mark II, which is awesome because we need the module space. We want to build some more exoskeletons and stuff, which requires more electrical engines, some steel, and all the stuff that we have. It's not a problem. When I say we have all that, we don't really have many electrical engine units. We've got plenty of electrical engine units. We just need some steel. Steel is also trickling. We should probably increase our steel production first. We're going to create our first module to build. Okay, I can make 3 walkers. I think that's more than enough. Now we can't make Mark II roboports, which is super annoying because that would be super handy. I also need to get rid of this one flashing warning, which is really annoying me. We need somewhere for uranium to go, but I think for now, just pick this guy up. There we go. No more warnings. Excellent. Let's continue on. All right, let's equip our new power armor and see what it's all about. Do I have to take all the stuff out of here? Or will it just, can I like transfer it automatically somehow? I don't think you can, right? Let's just take, wait, oh, sorry. I'm wearing my power armor. I need to take all the stuff out of my old armor, which is in my shopping hub. Need to re-equip all our guns and stuff as well. All right, look at this gigantic equipment grid. That's what I'm talking about. First things first, we need our power. With power, we can put in some walking things so that we can be super fast. Oh, look how fast we are now. We could probably put more walking things in. We'll probably do like, yeah, 5. 5 is a good number. Did we have 5? Nope. All right, let's put our roboports in. We've got 2 roboports. Apparently they need to be charged, so we can put some batteries up there. And then we can put our laser defense back in. We've got 4, but obviously this equipment grid can now do a lot more than 4. We can do more roboports if we wanted to. So let's do a walker and some more roboports. This is slowly going to charge everything up, right? Yep, it's all charging up, which is great. These will charge eventually. We've got 1 portable fission reactor, which should be enough. Let me put some of my ammo into my guns and some of my rockets into my rocket launcher. All right, we're well armed, well equipped. What do I need for more roboports? I need advanced circuits, steel plates, batteries, and iron gear. I'm going to make 2 more roboports, I think. That way at least I can have 40 robots. I think that will be more than enough to build anything I want to build. All right, so I've got 1 more leg and I've got 2 more roboports going. They need power and I've got nothing else to put in here. So I might as well just drop some solar panels just for funsies to fill it up for now. But I think this is a pretty decent setup for what I'm trying to do. Now I've got 40 construction robots on me. Yeah, I always have 50. That's fine. So now I should be able to build stuff a lot faster. Let's go check in on our modules. We need to extend our module infrastructure to produce rank 2 modules. So the first thing that we need to do is make the module infrastructure produce modules continuously. And when it does that, we can work on other stuff. So this is working, right? Nope, obviously I haven't put any input in there, so why would it be working? You silly muppet. Oh man, I moved too fast now. I can't control myself. So that'll produce the red modules, which is great. Now I need to extend these modules onto the other side so that I can produce more modules. So for right now, I'm just going to do a really dumb setup. So it's just going to produce modules this way. Why are you not producing modules? You are. All right. Then starting from the halfway point, which is around here, it's going to produce rank 2 modules. So we're going to do that. And to make a rank 2 module, I believe you only need the rank 1 module and some more. Oh, you need blue circuits. Okay. So we're going to need blue circuits to make rank 2 modules. And our blue circuits are at a trickle at the moment, I believe. So that's going to be the first thing that we extend. And at the moment, that's going to need green circuits. Okay, it's all going to be a little bit of a catch-22. But for now, I want to funnel all of my blue circuits into this one task. I don't think I need to do anything else anymore. Yeah, we've got so many blue circuits here. I don't want to use up all of my blue circuits just in case. Is this blue circuits not going anywhere? Is that why there's no blue circuits coming out here? When did I cut that belt? What? No, this is the blue circuit belt. It's just very slow at making a blue circuit. Yeah, that's fine. So blue circuits are currently coming out of here. At some point, I want them to continue on and go into my modules area. So I'm just going to cut it across here for now. Because eventually it should really go on the main bus, right? It should go on the main bus and feed down that way. Let's just do that because it's already near the main bus anyway. So to get it onto the main bus, it would come out here. We're going to split it off the main bus like this and continue it on there. And then I'm going to feed it down on this side of the main bus. I believe it's meant to go there. I left the one room for a second green circuit build, right? Yeah, I'm using the outermost green circuit. So we need another set of green circuits coming down to feed the blue circuit build. That's fine. We can do this for now. And this can travel on the main bus. And I need it to go out and feed the new build. So we're going to go out this way. Then we will make it follow this thing down. And we can get a little trickle of blue circuits going into our main area. We've got to obviously route it around this stupid nonsense. Slowly this iron patch will be mined away. But for now, it's kind of in the way of everything. Let me get rid of some of it. Now, I think over here, I'm going to make a red-blue circuit mix because that needs to feed up everywhere. So let me just do that real quick. That's my red-blue circuit mix, and they need to go and travel over to the other side. So how would I do that? Maybe I should come up through the middle. Once it's mixed, we'll get it just coming back down. It's a little bit of a spaghetti mess at the moment, but we'll fix all this up later. For now, I just need this thing working to start producing some modules. So there's my red-blue circuit mix. We'll send it over and it can start at like this halfway point, right? So the input for this thing is going to be blue circuits, red circuits, and the other module. Now, how many of these do I need producing productivity to? For now, I think I only need 1. So I'm just going to do this really dumb and then we'll fix it later. I promise I say I fix everything later. And you guys are just going to have to believe me that one day I will fix all these issues. But for now, I just want something like this. And that way red circuits and blue circuits can go in. And productivity 2 modules can start getting built. And with productivity 2 modules, I can start building moduled builds and get stuff producing a lot quicker. Stuff like my blue circuits, for example. So let's put this into a box. And you can grab as many of these as possible. Because I don't care how many you make. You make a box full, I'll be more than happy. Maybe we should actually set it to only make, say, like 100. Now, I don't want to do the efficiency modules either because they're not very useful right now. So let me just set this speed module because speed modules are useful. We need it for like our miners and stuff to mine faster. We will do that. Probably 100 is like more than enough at any given point in time. Yeah, blue circuits are a pain. So I'm going to just give it some blue circuits so we can just start cranking these out. How many do you need per one? 5. Oh, it's so expensive. Yeah, okay, so that will just give me like 20. Efficiency modules is useless, so I'm not even going to bother with the green one. I'm just going to go straight to the red one, because I think most of our build is just going to require this stuff, so it's fine. Okay, so same dealios. We're just going to copy this whole thing over. I'm going to line it up with this thing. Get a little substation in there. and I don't want you making that. I want you making the red one. Okay, now we've got our basic modules going. Why are you not coming out now? I think I need to make the red chip blue chip mix separately. I can't be doing this, right? Let me fix all this up. So we'll do another red chip blue chip mix over here. That's what I want to feed out into here. Great, we've got another red chip blue chip mix going on over this side, and now that should work, right? Yep, blue chip will come down here and it'll feed together, and that new mix will come and feed that secondary bit of belt. Comes through here, 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 and then I want it to turn in over there. So maybe we can just get it going directly. Bit of a spaghetti mess, I know. I just need to get everything going right now rather than get everything going cleanly. And that's the priority. So now we've got blue chips. This thing's gonna keep making modules too. Great. It's a bit slow, but that's fine. I don't even have the blue chips to support it. I just need some going in the background. Then here, same dealios. We just need to hook up these modules to go this way now. Alright, I'm gonna give this thing some blue chips as well, whatever I can. I don't have many blue chips, but that's fine. Now this thing's slowly gonna produce, right? And whatever it produces, I'm gonna keep, and I'm gonna start using this to automate whatever things I need to automate. Now, what's the next thing we need? We need these beacons. So they just need a red, green, copper cable, and steel plate. That's fine. I can make that in my hub. I'm gonna go set that up. Check that out, guys. Our very first beacon of the game. So we've got a pretty simple beacon set up at our shopping mall. We just got copper coils being made here. Beacons grabbing all their necessary stuff, and it's just gonna slowly produce us beacons. So we've got rank 2 modules and beacons going. It's time to start building our final builds. So for example, blue circuits, we need to get like a really efficient blue circuit build going, right? But at the moment, we can see the blue circuits are starved on green circuits. So let's build ourselves a really hyper optimized green circuit build using beacons and stuff. Let me figure out how I'm gonna do that, and I'll be right back to talk about it. I'm silly. Before we can even do that, we need to build one more thing, which is our rank 3 assembling machine. So over here, we've got our 2 assemblers. We need to cut all that out and bring it over here somewhere, because we need more space now. Right. Alright, I need to redo this thing. 1 second. Okay, to get gear and plate and green circuit, I need this set up. Then that's going to give the rank 1 assemblers, and on this side I need steel, gear, and a green circuit. So green circuit is here, steel and gear is over there. It's actually got the right stuff. Alright, so from here to here we need to create the new assembler, and on the other side of the new assembler it needs to make I think the speed module, because that just needs the old assembler and then speed module. So let's just get that going, and a speed module only needs red and green. So that's red and that's green. Now this can go out into a box for rank 3 assemblers, and probably 100 is more than I ever need at any given point. So it'll slowly produce those. Yeah, very, very slow, but that's fine. If it's too slow, we can always bring stuff in. Like, let me just go grab some to get it like kick-started, right? Still can't get over how fast I move now. We don't need this many speed modules for anything else we're doing, so might as well feed into our assembler maker to get us kick-started. Then it can just slowly produce assemblers. There we go. Oh wow, it makes assemblers so fast. What the heck? Alright, we've got 5 already. Now we need to get this to not produce. Yep, 100 is fine, and we need to get this to accept assemblers. Alright, now I can figure out my green circuit build. Give me a second. So I'm using this calculator that tells me roughly when I put modules in, if I want to output, for example, a full blue belt of green chips, how many buildings I might need. Now, I don't think these calculations are too exact, but it gives you a rough idea of what your build might look like. So I think what this is telling me, and I'm going to learn as I do this, I don't remember how I used to figure this stuff out, but basically if I put productivity modules into assembling machine 3s, I can get a full green circuit belt out with 5 buildings. And to supply those 5 buildings, I need 6 copper buildings. It doesn't really make sense to me because I don't really know how many beacons I can get around these things. So let me try it and figure it out and see if I can get a build working. I might need like, you know, a little bit more here to just bring them down to align. So if I get an extra beacon around my copper producer, then everything should be sweet. But yeah, I have to like try it out. But roughly it's just going to be one of these surrounded by beacons and modules. And I'm going to see if I can get that working. I'll be right back. Oh, look at these things go. Holy moly. This is going crazy, isn't it? Alright, well, I mean, this works. It's not optimal because this thing is just not producing fast enough, or this thing is not... I don't know what's slow at the moment. Let me figure it out. You're going off non-stop. Alright, you're oversupplying this thing, but for some reason you're not good enough. Alright, I think I need better inserters. Or more insertion speed. What is this thing? Destroyer. Alright. We've got better inserters over here. We can do that. Green, red chips and gears. We can manage that surely. All testing and learning at this point. Gotta figure out all my beacon builds. Once we figure out one, it should be pretty easy. I'm pretty sure I remember all of the beacon builds for everything you do is reasonably custom. So we'll see how we go. Alright, why are you fully backed up? Because you're not being consumed at the moment. That's fine. You're being done very, very slowly. Let's get you guys to mix. If I mix these two, does that like make them evened out? Is that how you mix two belts? I don't think so. But that's fine. It is producing. We're trying to figure out what's too slow. And my hunch is that my inserter is too slow. So let's put in the new inserter and see if that's better. Ah, yeah, there you go. Now it's like doing it non-stop. Oh, now it's running out of copper. Is copper running out of plate? No, you're looking good. Are you still too slow? Do I need two of these? Now it's not producing it fast enough. I guess this speed beacon is not quite keeping up with it. But yeah, I think we need like two of these inserters to go like super ham and produce all of these. And you are outputting fast enough, so everything else is fine. I mean, let's just put one of these in just in case it's just not fast enough. But this looks like it's going ham. Yeah, I think this is going pretty ham. In terms of saturation, it's obviously not enough to saturate a belt. It's not consuming all of the copper, so I can extend this out once more. And if we need to duplicate, we duplicate up the other way. Why is stuff being destroyed? They're killing this stuff. That's fine. Kill it. Yeah, that's fine. What if I just double this up now? Will I get a full belt of copper? Get this to be green as well. Why don't we just get everything to be green? Let's get some more stuff and then we'll keep building. My green circuits have stopped over here entirely because we need to peel off this. Because this belt no longer does anything, so there's no point peeling off this belt. So this thing needs to do this, like that. That should be fine. Now we've got a full green belt going through. I mean, this is already helping. Even if I haven't fully finished the build yet, it's already helping a lot. Even with this little trickle with just this tiny little setup. But I'd like to get a full belt out over here. So ideally, we would double this up, right? Let's try doubling it up and see where we get. So this beacon can be shared, right? So I don't need to fully double up everything. Let me just figure out how to tile this. I don't need this anymore, right? No, I do. It's one tile out. It's super annoying. Because if it wasn't one tile out, I could have everything shared. Let me see if I can just do this and flip it. Nope. Like that. Does that have power to everything? No, it is one tile out. Oh my god. But I just need to put like a little power thing here and that'll be fine. This one can share between these two. Then this belt can go all the way through. Can stop around here because I don't need it to go any further than that. Then that can go up to here. And let's see if we've doubled up our green circuits. We want it to obviously go this way. Now, how do I merge this belt onto this belt? I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I can't just merge these two belts together, right? I mean, I could. Could do something like this. And then if we cut this belt out of the way, this is super janky. What the hell? There must be a cleaner way to do this, but I'm just going to get this going for now because I really want my green circuits up and running. So if we do that, then we've got the full belt, right? And if we just curve it around this way, then we've got like a full belt going out, hopefully. It's the dumbest way of doing it ever, but that's fine, whatever. It is what it is. This thing's not working because there's not got no copper. Look at it go. Crazy. This thing produces more than this thing. And obviously we don't have enough input supply to keep this going at this pace, but we can fix input supply, not a problem. We can get dedicated input now for all of this stuff. So where is this plate coming from? It's coming from over here. Now we've got one plate going there, one plate dedicated to this. Why is this plate just going here and not continuing on the main bus. What have I done here? This is not how buses work. I'm so confused what I've done. All right. So I think the next step, now that we've got stuff like this going, is we need to set up all of our input belts properly. So yeah, with beacon setups, it's going to just chew through all of your supply, right? So I'm gonna get that working. But now a very quick fix is just to collapse these two belts together, I guess. This isn't even part of the main bus. It's being peeled off separately to the main bus. What am I thinking? Like if we do that, and then we can like even it out somewhere like here. 2 belt balancer. We'll do a 4 belt balancer at some point. That should sort of help. What if we just supply the iron to this one only? Yeah, this is where all the belt balancing shenanigans come in as well. And then this one can continue on and rebalance again over here somehow. Yeah, that seems to work, I guess. This one should output priority to the right to feed all the stuff over. And that should get more green circuits going, theoretically. Alright, cool. It's obviously not input-output balance, but at least it gets me tons more green circuits, which is great, which is what I need right now. And tons more green circuits means eventually it'll filter down to blue circuits, right? Yeah, we've got to get these builds done properly now. Alright, let me start working on the smelting arrays. So I'll figure out how to do one. We can use electrical smelters now, and I think we've got electrical smelters set up and ready to go. So I'm going to switch all these over to electric smelters and maybe get blue belts going as well at some point. But before we start working on the smelters, I think it's high time we get our blue logistics online as well. Like, we won't use it immediately, we can just sketch it out using red logistics, but we should get this stuff starting to craft, right? So let me bring in the stuff we need. I'll probably do it on the back of here. I'll get the red, we can probably stop outputting the red. I don't know, we'll see. And I'll delete this section. Oh, actually we need the gear belt too, right? Yeah, okay. That's fine. We'll figure out how to do this. I need to obviously create some room, so I'm going to move this up like along here, I guess, and then over here we will do stuff with the new blue tier of movers. All right, be right back. All right, a couple of things. Yeah, I just moved all the gears up to go here. It seems to be fine. I had to do some pretty janky stuff that I'm not too proud of to get all this working, such as getting the lubricant to go from all the way up there because I didn't have space to do it down there. Please, I don't want to talk about it. And jumping the red circuits from down here all the way up here using blue jumpers to get it here for this one, because apparently this one needs red circuits. But that's fine. It's all okay with me. I'm going to put some productivity modules in here because I'm like dying for starving on these things and the gears aren't producing fast enough. Another thing that I'll just mention is while I was setting up this stuff, I finally noticed green tier technology. What is this? Oh my god, 60 belt speed, so double as fast as red belt. That's crazy. So you can upgrade your factory even bigger. Maybe my city block design is no longer big enough to do all this stuff on a green belt, but we'll see. Maybe if I use like maximum quality productivity modules or something, it'll work. Who knows? But at the moment, we got blue stuff. We're gonna go set up a design for smelters. So let me go quickly do that, and then I will come talk about it when I'm done. I'm gonna do a blueprint somewhere where there's room, maybe on this iron belt. Let me just chuck down a city block. Yeah, this will do. I'll see if I can fit it either to the left. It's gonna be a module thing, right? So a beacon, it's going to be a beacon design, so I might just see if I can fit it in. If I can't fit it in, what I might end up doing is just moving these a little bit to the left, because with beacons you kind of want all the rows of smelters next to each other, and we're going to go for like 4 belts of smelters at some point. So yeah, let me give that a go and then I'll come back and talk about it. The design that I'm going for is, I think it's a Nauvis build. I'm sure it's a Nauvis build, but I'll just show you real quick before I go, and you'll see all this in a time lapse. But basically, oh, I need beacons, hold on. Might as well just set up my logistics for beacons as well while I'm at it. Still always have 20 on me. 20 is probably not even enough, but it's a pretty straightforward build. I'm sure you guys use it all the time for stuff, but it's basically, oh, this stupid thing is part of my blueprint. But basically, it's beacons on the left, beacons on the right, and then electrical smelters, which I don't have any either. Oh, I should pick those up too. I don't think it's anything like fancy or complicated, right? Let me just bring up my smelting menu. Electrical smelter. Yeah, so it's just basically going to be staggered smelters like this, I believe it is. You stagger it like this, that way the beacons on the left and right can both hit it. And then you just do like a staggered build. I'm just not sure how many I need, so it's going to be something like this. So I've downloaded an add-on, and if you notice random achievements I've gotten popping up again, that's because of the add-on I just downloaded. For some reason, all my already completed achievements are like popping up all over again. But basically, I got the max rate calculator add-on to tell me the throughput that I'm looking at. The reason why I got it is because my modules are all rank 2 modules, right? Module 2s. And all the final builds that you look at online, they're all ratioed for module 3s. So my ratios are going to be a little bit different. Obviously, none of my belts are going to fully saturate properly until I get module 3s. But anyway, I'm going to set this up real quick. You'll see it in a time lapse, and I'll come talk about it when I'm done. Wow, it's pretty sad. This only produces at a rate of 20. But yeah, this is basically the design. I'm just going to do a column of this as long as possible, I guess, over at the iron smelting area, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to have to cut off the iron while I do all this, but yeah, just bear with me. There's no way we're getting this to satisfy a blue belt with these like rank 1 modules. So, and I don't have enough modules to do everything at rank 2. So it is just going to be what it is temporarily until I get all the modules done. Obviously, when I upgrade all these to module 2, it should at least be able to satisfy a red belt again, right? Alright, well, I've set up the build, and according to max rate calculator, this is producing a full red belt. I don't know. We'll find out. Sure, it's a little bit overcapped, but overcapped is fine, I guess. It's good enough for now. It's really hard to do all this stuff, like when basically everything's happening at slightly different speeds and I don't have the right modules and all that stuff. So I just need to get it all functional for now. And once it's all functional, I can look at getting everything done properly. So I also need to belt balance this stuff because at the moment it's not belt balanced. So I'm going to quickly look up a 2 belt balancer and get that working. So yeah. So at the moment, the 2 belts are only going down this way. One of them is mostly being consumed by this green circuit producer. Yeah, that's fine. And what is happening with my red circuit producer? None of them are producing red circuits. Or are they all producing red circuits? They're just really slow. I have no idea. I'm missing a lot of red circuits. So yeah, having a lot of issues at the moment. That's fine. At least steel is flowing okay. Copper's flowing okay. But we've got our design for our smelters now. So hopefully that will be all good. Why have you guys stopped smelting? You've got too many plates. Have I not sent you guys to output? Oh man, I'm still having like so many bugs. Does this not have an output? No, it doesn't. Okay, the rest is flowing the right way. It's everything outputting and lit up. It's a good time to test while my belt's not full. Make sure every single smelter is actually working. This one is working. This one is working. This one's got no output. Okay, this one's probably a bit overcapped because we've already got a full belt coming out. Great. Looks like we've mostly got a full belt going, so hopefully that solves our iron situation. Now, all this looks a little bit uneven to me, so I'm thinking, should we fix this up a little bit? We can obviously fix it up by actually using the 2 belts properly. Let me see if I can do some stuff about this. Now also cut off a little belt that goes this way. I don't know what this was supplying. I think it's supplying the iron for the uranium bullets. So we should definitely do that. I don't know if it's a good idea to just peel straight from here. That's fine. That's what it was doing before. Okay, now we've got the iron belts coming out. They're all supplying various different things. If this peels that way, it also needs to peel that way, not just go that way. Then it can continue on. Oops, wrong way. And that's the end of the iron belt, right? There's nothing else down there. So maybe after this peel, we can do a 2 belt balancing. Let me see how we can achieve that sort of thing. 1 second. Yeah, cool. So I just implemented this 2-belt balancer. It should be fine. I'm going to save this blueprint. How do I make another section of stuff? There we go. 2-belt balancer. I'll do my belt balances here. We're going to need 2-belt, 4-belt balances, all that fun stuff later. So yeah, we've got 2 full belts of iron going at maximum speed now, which is excellent. However, we need more other stuff. So I think the green circuits at the moment are what's causing the red circuits to be slow, I assume. Let me just double check. What is slowing down the red circuits? Nothing. Is it just... Does the red circuit just need to be in a new build? Do I just need to produce red circuits faster? It looks like it's got all materials. So I guess we can try to engineer ourselves like a red circuit build. Because our red circuits are currently slowing down everything. So let me go and do that real quick. We should probably stop trying to produce these rank 2 modules because they're so slow. And just be satisfied with rank 1 modules for a bit. Then again, these ones are okay. 24. What are you missing? You're missing blue circuits. I don't know. Well, I mean, one thing that can definitely help is by putting some productivity stuff into the module creators. So since we have productivity chips, let's put them in. We'll use the good ones for these so they can be... Oh, oops, I just got rid of a thing. That's fine. Yeah, wouldn't it be smart to, you know, use these in the actual... Wait, what? Productivity chips can only be used on intermediate products. I can't even use productivity chips on this. I have to use speed modules. What? That's useless. What's the point of using speed modules on this? It doesn't even have enough ingredients. Damn it. Well, speed of crafting is certainly not the issue here. So we'll leave these to do their thing. I'm going to take these productivity modules and take whatever speed modules I can. And I'm going to go try and work on the red circuit build. Because once the red circuits are sweet, then productivity modules will be crafted faster. And then we can do more builds, right? It's all interlinked. Our science is going very slow now for some reason. Well, I know why. Because all our red circuits are being consumed by stuff. So let's get a red circuit build cracking, and I'll be back when this is all fully upgraded. Alright, I've got a working red circuit prototype with beacons like this, but obviously I don't have enough beacons or enough modules to go in the beacons until I get more red circuits, so I'm kind of in a little catch-22 situation at the moment. So I'm just doing what I can, and hopefully this generates more red circuits than I did before, although it doesn't quite look like it yet. But eventually, hopefully it will. And I've got a bunch of red circuits. I'm going to go feed them into my module makers, and hopefully that will help a bit. Yeah, these things are like red circuit starved. We need more speed modules, so hopefully that'll keep that going for a little bit. Now, I want to stop it from piling over there. In fact, I might just get it to temporarily pile in this way and get it into this box. Same with these productivity modules. I can't afford to do rank 2 productivity modules right now at all. I don't even know if rank 1 is worth it, to be honest, but I guess it's better than nothing for now. I'm just going to empty my inventory now, and we'll crack on. But yeah, it's kind of difficult to optimize anything I'm doing right now because, you know, I don't have all the modules and things I want, but also I don't want to just keep building more of my old design because it doesn't really make sense to like keep building my old design, right? When I have beacons and stuff, so I want to do beacon builds, but because I don't have the actual modules, they're not like processing at maximum efficiency yet. But you can imagine when I get rank 2 beacons in all of these things, they should create a full red circuit belt, I hope. But yeah, and it's pretty easily double upable because I've built it all on the center line, so I can just whack it down, whack it up if I need to. We can move all these logistics things out of the way for these beacon builds if we need to. But yeah, we're just slowly replacing everything with beacon builds, because I can't do any more with the green circuits either right now, but green circuits look like they're perfectly fine. I just need way more red circuits. Bringing them into the actual fold would be, you know, a good idea. But yeah, they're pretty slow at the moment, so we just have to deal with it. It is what it is. We need to just wait basically for more modules. Alright, just rebalance some inputs very jankily, and hopefully that's giving us more stuff. I think we need more copper is the main problem now, so definitely going to do that. But I think we've done enough for this episode, so we'll leave it at here now. We've got the framework for expansion ready to go. We've got a lot more red chips coming out, as you can see. So hopefully that'll produce us a lot more productivity modules, and with more productivity modules, we will be able to further expand using all our beacons and stuff like that. So it's all going uphill from here, and all of this is for a reason. We need to get all of our production up to snuff before we can create our space infrastructure, because as we did earlier this episode, we landed on our lovely new planet of, wait, it's gone now, what the heck? Well, we landed on those two planets, right? Gleba and Fulgora. And as we can see, there's no way back from those planets. Yeah, we don't have them anymore because I reloaded the save, that's right. And there's no way back. So we need a proper fully fledged space program. And to get a fully fledged space program, we're going to need like proper blue science, blue chip production, red chip production. For all that, we're going to need a lot of modules. So we're definitely going to heavily upscale all of this stuff. And look at that, all our red chips are fully saturating all of these module things. So now we can look at like doing stuff like chucking speed modules on there, because we need to consume the red chips fast. Oh god, we got so many modules now. Awesome. Look, we can now chuck speed modules on there. They can consume faster and produce modules faster. Excellent. We've got so many that we can even look at maybe getting them to become Mark II again. Do we have enough blue chips? Yeah, definitely. You guys can start becoming rank 2 modules again. Excellent. All right, good. Everything's going, guys. We will slowly work towards our space program, but for now we just need to upgrade all of our circuit production, so we'll continue on that journey next episode. For now, we'll leave it at that. If you've enjoyed, don't forget to like and sub, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.